What's going on, guys? And today I'm going to be talking about a fundamental movement that I love to do in the gym that can bring you tons of gains and also help level up your deadlift. This simple movement is not known by many, but it's called the rack pull, and it can be done at three levels: below the knee, at the knee, and above the knee. Depending on your sticking point in your deadlift, you would leverage this movement on which sticking point you have. So if you are stuck in the pulling phase of the deadlift, you would go below the knee. If you're stuck at the knee, then you would go, of course, at the knee. And if you're stuck at the lockout, you can go above the knee. The best thing about the rack pull is it really strengthens your grip, and you can overload it a ton compared to your deadlift. You can actually overload your deadlift by about double the weight that you would lift on your deadlift on the rack pull at above the knee or even higher. So if you do this movement that high, you can really load like 5, 6 plates on the bar and lift it. So basically, if you don't know what a rack pull is, let me break it down. It's basically you set the rack, or you have to have a power rack. You can't do this with just a squat rack. You set the rack at the level that you want, below the knee, at the knee, or above the knee. And you put the bar on the rack, and you pretty much set up like a Romanian deadlift almost, or like or just a regular deadlift even. And you just lift it and you pull the lock out. It's that simple. And you really hold it at the top, and you let the bar stretch out your traps and your back. And there's also tons of chest gains on this movement. So you'll get lots of weighted stretch, it's called, on the traps and the chest. And even some of your lats too, but mainly your traps. And you'll notice your deadlift will be a lot easier at the lockout once you do this movement a couple times and you really get the pattern down. So I highly suggest that you incorporate rack pulls into your deadlift program or even just your regular bodybuilding program, and it will massively up your gains. You can do this movement, I would suggest, from like a 3x3 up to a 6x6. So you could do, depending on how heavy you're going, if you're going double your deadlift weight, you could go at 3 reps or 4 reps and just focus on that weighted stretch at the top. And then you could progress to lower weight and do 6 reps. And this would also build your endurance on the deadlift. Now, of course, the rack pull is a great movement if you use double overhand grip in the beginning. So let's say you're going 1, 2 plates in your warm-up. When you're warming up for your working set, just do double overhand. And then preferably don't even do switch grip, just switch straight to straps or hook grip. So I wouldn't even recommend switch grip on the rack pull just because it's unless you're pulling switch on your deadlift and you really want to maximize that movement pattern, then I would recommend straps. If you're pulling with straps or whatever you're pulling on your deadlift, you essentially want to use after your double overhand grip gives out. So the rack pull is great, guys. I really hope you incorporate this into your training program. Thanks for listening, and be sure to check out the other episodes and subscribe on Spotify. Peace.